Sports fans, we have a special edition of the SFL Today at the request of Commish 2. So Commish 2, I turn the reins over to you.
Okay, thank you, Commish. This is a very serious day. We just had to have a USC edition after what we saw last night. I think it was a historic evening. It couldn't go without something said by the commissions, and it was just an abomination. It was Halloween at its worst. It was a fright night. It looked like USC dressed up as Notre Dame yesterday and went and beat the crap out of Washington State, and it looks like Notre Dame dressed up as USC last night and got the crap beat out of them by Oregon. I mean, that game, Commish, was unbelievable. Yeah. I mean, give me something.
Yeah, well, no, watching that game, I mean, I could not believe that defense of USC, the vaunted defense, Pete Carroll, who is a defensive genius, so to speak, came up with nothing. I mean, that team was running like crazy. They were slashing. The guy Maselli, the quarterback, he had over 100 yards. The guy who replaced the guy who got kicked off the team after the Boise State game, he had 150 some odd yards. It was unbelievable. And every time they needed a first down, boom, they had it. It was I never seen domination of a team like USC, which was supposed to be essentially like a BCS team, possibly a national champion this year.
Yeah, I mean, Mark actually called it back when we were at Vanderbilt. He said he said USC can be beat, and he saw that it had some flaws this year, and it really showed up. I mean, it really showed up. I mean, Stephen and I were the Commish 1 and Commish 2 and 3 were watching this game and just thinking, what are we watching? I mean, it's like they got a whole lot of quit in them right now. I mean, it was like you'd never think. I mean, this was back to 1997. They said that they haven't been scored like that on since '97, and it looked like the pre-Carroll years. I mean, this team looked like. I mean, we were thinking. I guess this just tells you all good things come to an end. Is this the beginning of the end of USC football as we've known it for the last 10 years? Right. Commish, I mean, do you think
possibly USC and Notre Dame are going in opposite directions. Maybe Notre Dame is coming up, USC is going down.
You know what we could get out of this is maybe USC will have to get rid of Carroll, and maybe they'll hire Weiss, and maybe Notre Dame will hire Carroll and see where we go here. But I just have two other things I wanted to mention. I know this is a USC special edition, and we've covered how poorly they played and what a historic game in terms of being scored on and the way they played. But also we didn't give it much shrift last night. Favre going back to Green Bay is going to be an unbelievable. We're looking forward to that. We're at halftime on Sunday of the first game, so we're really looking forward to that. Brett Favre going back to Minnesota. Back to Green Bay. And who did you pick in that game, and how do you see that game going with Favre?
I picked Green Bay because I just think that Green Bay has a good team, and I think the 12th man of the fans, they're going to be 100% behind Green Bay. I mean, we got an email from Francine today who said that she hopes that what the Green Bay fans do is do nothing. They stand up and recognize that he's there. Don't boo, don't necessarily cheer. Who knows what's going to happen? I think you're going to have a few boos, a few cheers, but I think that's a good result.
Yeah.
But the Green Bay fans are going to support the Green Bay Packers, no question about that.
Yeah, and I hope they do. We were watching the NFL Network this morning, and Michael Irvin was saying that as a player, if you're a player on the Green Bay Packers, he said, you're hoping that the fans don't get too much into Brett Favre, welcoming him back. He was saying if the fans cheer for an opposing player, he would be pissed as a player. He wants the fans to cheer for Green Bay. Not saying they have to boo Favre, but they have to cheer for their team. And it seems that that's the spirit that Francine was given to it also.
Yes.
And one last thing I want to say, Commish, is yesterday we had Fright Night on the SFL Today. And for me, I have to admit, it was really Fright Night. The Commish 2 was saying to me, Commish 3 was saying to me, We have to give the show a little bit of edge. We have to disagree with each other more. And so whenever I take a point of view, you have to take the opposite. But he always got to choose the point of view first. So I was left having to defend Brett Favre, who I don't like. I have to say that the Patriots were not going to make the playoffs even, which I don't believe in. I had to say that Denver was going to lose. And all these things.
He's just not edgy enough.
No, but the thing is,
his thing is he needs about 2 or 3 glasses of wine in him before he gets any edge. Well, right now he's just boring.
Oh no, all right, but that may or may not be so. But the point is, I just want to say to the sports fans out there that might have been watching the Halloween show that I had to take points of view on that show that I did not believe in. And that will never happen again. If I agree with Stephen, then so be it. Or if he agrees with me, then so be it. But it was an abomination for me last night to have to, no, but I mean, that you can do that. But now, I mean, what did you say? What did you say that you didn't agree with last night? What did you?
Petey, Pedro Martinez. You supported him. I thought Pedro did a decent job. That kind of.
Do you like Pedro?
Yeah.
You like Pedro?
Listen, this is going nowhere. It's totally boring. Why don't you apologize to Sean, Brian, first of all?
Why should I apologize to Sean?
Because of the comments that were made about the SFL.
What comments were made by the SFL?
About getting the picks right. You don't remember that?
I have to apologize to Sean for him crapping on me for getting 2 picks wrong. I'm in a stressful job. I work my butt off all day. I have to go to the library to put the picks in, and Sean has the gall to tell me to get the picks right. I right now on this show, with